Okay. Wait, are we going? All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes. Round 2 of your Sunday morning PoGokeRo Pirate Broadcast. Good morning. Hey. Yes, it is I, your host, PoGokeRo, coming at you live again. The last time, I forgot to unmute my mic. And so what happened was no one could hear me. No one could hear what I was saying. So yeah, that was no good. That was terrible. But hey, I'm at it again, and we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah. Okay. So here, let me sleep real quick. I'm here in my base, and you can see I've done some work. Well, right now I'm rocking the shaders. What shaders are these? What shaders are these? Options, video settings, shaders. The BSL shader, and then I've got the vanilla XBR64X thing going on. So that looks pretty good. I like the way it looks. It looks nice. Come outside, I got a little cactus farm going. So that's nice. Cactus are important because I need cactus to grow, to make train stations. So yeah, started a little path up that way. I don't really know what's over there. I mean, I kind of do, but not very much. So, but that's the next valley over. This little ridge, and then there's a valley on the other side. I want to go check out. I'm connecting. Okay, over here, I lost my dudes. That's a long story. I'll tell you later. But yeah, I made a DJ booth, turntables, bone meal, vintage vinyl. This guy is the hottest DJ on the block. But he's a little bit testy. He doesn't. He's not a very nice guy sometimes, you know. He's sometimes. Here, I'll put my shield up. Hey, Mr. DJ. Oh, hey, yeah, what's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, I mean, aren't you happy to see me? Don't you want me to hang out and talk to you? Oh, come on, dude. All right, dude. I'll leave you alone. Sorry. Jeez, those DJs, man. They're really into their thing. Like they just they're really into their deal. All right, so I got this DJ going here, right? The point of this DJ is to find hot creeper artists. Right, creepers. You didn't know this, right? But creepers are amazing at creating awesome music. They create great music. They just, they're testy though, right? They want to blow up. You have to treat them real gentle, like. I hear a zombie, but I don't know where. So I'm looking for a creeper. I probably should wait till nighttime. Yeah, this is a bad idea. I will come back here. No creepers. No creepers. But I will return another time. On my little path, I don't know where it goes yet. We'll figure it out. All right. So the other thing I did, I made it look pretty, right? I put little things up here. Ooh, pretty. I got a music box here. I got a little brew stand going with my ingredients, my bottles, and a crafting table, and an endless source of water. Well contained. I like it. Okay. But the big deal is that I made this nether portal. This thing took me forever to make because I had to move it. I built one a long time ago to get nether sand. My voice. to get nether sand, or not nether sand, soul sand, and I had to like relink it. Hello, hey, what's up, guy? I see ya. So here we are in the nether, and I made a tiny little nether station. And I found, after much research, I found a nether fortress, which we will go there tout de suite. On y va. What else is going on? Well, yeah, it took me a while. The nether is not a very pleasant place. I'm not a fan of the nether. If I could not be in the nether, it would be great. So, but it's a lot easier if you're in the ceiling, I found out. Of course, then all you see is stuff everywhere. But, now, if you come out down here, I made a really cheesy building. If you leave this building, this is another fortress that I'm slowly converting, taking over with my cobblestone. There's no cobblestone in the nether. The only cobblestone is what you bring. So I brought some cobblestone, made some stuff, taking it over, changing this fortress to my fortress. Rawr. And if you go in here, you will find a cheap and effective blaze farm. Is it automatic? No. But you're not likely to die. And you get blaze rods pretty easily. So if your goal is to not die and to get blaze rods, this works. It's not the prettiest. It's not the most clever. It's not the most efficient. But it gets the job done. And it's here now. And what it has allowed me to do is, well, yeah, make my nether stand. I can't talk. It has allowed me seeds to make a brewing stand for potions and whatnot. Okay, and so I made a new nether portal. And here's where it brings me. It's a big mountain over there. I made a little house. This here is a lake. It doesn't go anywhere. Oop. It's a swamp over there. And I haven't... Oh, a witch's hut. Look at that. Ooh, a witch's hut. I'll go take a peek. Just a peek. I haven't been over here. Look at that big mountain. That's a cat. There's a cat. Oh, there's a witch. The witch lives in the witch's hut. Oh, yeah. A witch lives there. There's a cat. Yeah, I haven't been over here. I don't know. I don't know what any of this is. Ooh, look at the ooh, does it go to bigger ocean? Is this a oh. Oh, okay, this is cool. No idea where I'm going. Oh, a savanna. I get it. Ooh, maybe we'll find a village. Alright, looks like we're good. Well, that's cool. There's a savanna right there. Ouch. A little plains, a little desert. I get it. I get it now. Alright, go through the wetlands. Kind of cool, man. And there's a witch over there. Oh, there's the witch's hut. Alright. Well, yeah, I didn't know. So there's a bunch of stuff I need to check out around here. Like the witch's hut, I'm not sure what I could do with that. Can I turn that into a farm? I think that's a lot of work. Like witches' farms are huge work. But I've never made one. But you know what? I'm not even established yet, dude. I gotta get like my stuff done. But yeah, okay. So yeah, there's that thing. That's cool. Well, hang out and watch the sundial move. And I'll talk about stuff. Let me go get some coffee. Because I have much to tell you. I had much observations made yesterday. It's pretty amazing. But before I do that, I have a poem to tell you. Let me read you a poem. This poem is called The Block. There, my voice is gone. Why is my voice gone? Sheep, come on, get out of here. There are concentration camps in the desert, little tiny children all huddled close for protection from the scary, scary man and his lizard. I miss my mama. Where did she go? Incarceration is a booming business. Federal money goes to private prisons, underfund the bureau that would process the immigrants, so you can cage humans for profit. Brilliant! They left home because the food would not grow, rain would not come, or too wet to sow. They left home because the gang broke their home, killed their father, took sister alone. They left home because they want to work. They left home because their government's a jerk. They left home because they had no choice. They dreamt of America. They heard our voice say, "Keep ancient lands, your storied pomp," cries she with silent lips. "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. But this door has been blocked by these concentration camps in the desert. Dehydration, wire cages, no shade from the sun. Little tiny children stolen from their parents who were just running away. Oh, but they got caught and now they're locked in a concentration camp on the border. As a matter of fact, they take children from their dads to break the family and make orphans for dinner. Come here, little girl. Why are there concentration camps in the desert, selling little tiny children for somebody's profit? What kind of government allows this to happen? Something is wrong. We're not in control. Right? Right? Things are nuts. Things are crazy right now. Things are crazy. We have concentration camps. Little tiny kids. I'm not even... It's happening, dude. It's happening. So let me tell you a story. All right, let me tell you a story. Stand on my porch. So I went to the Salem Saturday Market yesterday, like I do every week, to stage my vigil and to inform Americans of what's going on, because a lot of them don't know. And I get there, and I'm holding my sign. And my sign is very provocative. It makes Nazis come out because Nazis want to hide. Like they're a virus, right? They want to infiltrate. They don't want a spotlight shine on to be put on them because like that wrecks their plans when they're not ready yet. They need the darkness. They need to hide and infiltrate. You don't want to stick out like a sore thumb when you're trying to infiltrate a population. You want to blend in. So think of a virus. A virus is doesn't want to draw attention to itself. It wants to infect. It wants to infect other cells. But why? To make more of itself. Well, what is itself? Itself, a virus, it is nothing but information. Genetic code is nothing but information. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on one second. I'm going to do a rescue mission. Rescue mission. Rescue mission. Rescue mission. All right. Okay. Nip that thing in the bud. Oh. Okay, so a virus is nothing but information that wants to make more of itself, right? What it does is it infiltrates the body. It tries to evade detection from the immune system, which is pretty easy, I think, for viruses, because I don't think I don't know if they're too small for white cells or what, but viruses are different than bacteria. Anyways, a virus is just a bundle of information that wants to make more of itself. So it infiltrates the body, and it finds a cell, like one of the bodily cells, that's weakened or whatever. For some reason, it can get access. So the virus goes to the cell and injects its information into the cell. And then the thing just falls off because it's nothing, right? When it's just a shell, it's nothing. The information's already been dumped in, so the thing that did the delivery is useless. It's like the casing of a bullet. Like the bullet is important, not the casing. I mean, once the casing's done its job, then it's just trash, basically. Man, I can't hang out here. It's too loud. Ow. Yeah, I gotta hear all these zombies, like non-stop. Maybe I should make a base out here. And this is loud because of all these blazes, dude. This is nuts. All right, here, I'm gonna go back to my base. Look at that. Oh! Aren't you glad I'm not walking through that nonsense? I am. There's a lake of lava down there, man. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire. That ring of fire. And I win. Yeah, my voice is effed up. Okay, so I was at the market. Hold on. So a virus wants to just make more of itself. That's all a virus wants to do. Is make more copies of itself. So it has to evade detection before until it injects its information. Because then the cell looks like a cell to all the other to the body. The body is not going to attack its own cell. Like the body doesn't know that the cell has been compromised and is corrupted because inside the cell it has new information. So instead of the cell doing its normal cellular processes, that keep the person healthy, the cell starts making more copies of the virus. That's all it does. It just makes more copies. So it's making more viruses, more copies, just more viruses. And then until eventually the cell blows up. And then it releases all of the the viruses, the new viruses, which go on in turn to infect other cells, and then to have them make more copies of the virus, and then those blow up and keep going, right? The virus needs to, as a virus, it's vulnerable, but once it's in a cell, yeah, it's protected from the body. It looks like a cell. It's hard to tell. The body has a hard time telling the part because it's part of it, right? So that's why it makes it harder to treat viruses than it is bacteria. With bacteria, you can just use like antibiotics, but with viruses, it's not that easy, and I'm not smart enough to explain why. I don't really know. I mean, I can find out, but yeah. Anyways, so you have to look at, you have to remember also that, okay, if when you're looking at genes, you could also look at a way of linking genes to, oh, he leaves. He doesn't hang out. Nice. Okay. A way of linking genes to okay, the whole idea of meme theory. You got to understand where that came from. Everyone talks about memes nowadays, like yuck, memes. Everyone knows memes, but it's not like that. No, it's like it's not just like an image macro. It's not just like I mean, that's a manifestation of the meme, but that is not the entirety of it. Like, it's just an expression of the meme. The meme is a form. So, the meme is like its physical analog, which would be the gene. You know, a gene is just a bunch of proteins arranged in a certain pattern, right? And those patterns make useful or store useful information. So it's information. A gene is a device to carry information, right? And then it's a program, and then this program gets expressed into the physical creation of a human being. That's what it, you know. So a meme is the same thing. It's just something that, it's just a piece of information that wants to make more of itself. It doesn't matter what the vehicle is for expression, as long as the information gets expressed and continues to get expressed. So if that expression takes the form of an image macro that you see on the internet, that's a meme. If that form takes the expression of a saying on a movie that gets picked up by the population, then they continue it, that's a meme. Station. There's like memes are just information that wants to make more of itself. That's why you can I try to say that like our society is built out of memes, because ideas are just a bunch of memes globbed together to create a form. Like, when you put all these ideas and glob them together, they create a bigger idea. Like, when I say something like justice, well, what is justice? That's a whole bunch of stuff, like, globbed on together. And you know what it is and what isn't it. It's pretty apparent. But it's a whole bunch of stuff. It's not just one thing, right? Just like your body. Physically, it's, you know, a gene is not just one singular thing. It's part of a way bigger deal. Like, a meme is not the whole deal. It's part of a larger idea. And that larger idea is not just one monolithic thing. It's comprised of a whole bunch of memes smashed together. Okay. So that's how you can see that the world of ideas is more of a real thing. And that's something that it's a real place. It's a real thing. It's a real deal, right? Ideas are real. Memes are real. You know this. So then you got to know then also, if ideas and memes are real, that information warfare is real. And we see it happen in biology, with 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 viruses. All they want to do is make more of themselves. And so what do? They find a host, they take over that host so the host isn't attacked, and that host makes copies of itself and then spreads them out. Okay? So uh, so here, let me give you, so now that I've told you about that, let me link it to something else. Take that off. All right, so let me tell you about my time at the Salem Saturday Market. All right, why I started going to the Salem Saturday Market in July of 2018, and I started going just about every Saturday for some hours. Nobody's paying me. No one's telling me to do this. I'm not compensated by anyone. I don't receive a paycheck. It's not like an under the table deal. It's like there's nothing, right? It's just me doing it because because it's something I have to do. It's my duty as a citizen, as an American, as a descendant of a warrior. Uh, it's something I have to do. So let me show you. Why did I start doing this? Why did I start going to the Salem Saturday Market? All right, here. Let me see. That is why. Let me add my camera there. Hold on. This webcam, video capture device. Add existing. That one. Okay. Is it gonna work? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna move that over here. Okay. What we have over here. What we have here. Let's see. Is what I saw at the Salem Saturday Market. These are Nazis. They're hidden Nazis. They're hiding. I mean, they don't look like Nazis, right? There's nothing about them that says, yo, I'm a Nazi, except for the big signs. Now, if you look at the signs, look at this big yellow sign that was there. This was in July of 2019 or 2018. So at this point, Mueller was already moving along in his investigation, and we knew a bunch of stuff was going on. So these guys show up with this sign, and it says, like, Russia is not the enemy. Why would you say Russia is not the enemy? Russia is the one who attacked us. You know, Russia is the one who's waging information war on us right now. Russia is the one, well, the Russian government, oligarchs, Putin, they attacked us. They literally attacked us. They stole the 2016 elections to install their asset into power so that they can get favorable policy, which they're getting. And it's not for the benefit of the Americans, it's for the benefit of Putin and his oligarchs. So we were attacked. We were attacked. Our rights, our right to vote and to determine our own government was taken from us by the Russian government, by Russia. Shorthand, Russia. These guys are saying the opposite. These guys are gaslighting and saying, no, Russia's not the enemy. Who is the enemy? Well, they say Wall Street money, but they don't really believe that, because the next one they say is CIA, FBI, NSA, DOD. So, well, and then they tack on Congress. But the first three are the agencies tasked to investigate like foreign influence, the CIA, and domestic problems, the FBI. And the NSA, that's like everything. So they're saying the agencies responsible for defending America from foreign attack are the real enemy, and the foreign attacker is the enemy, is our friend. That's what these guys are saying. This was happening at the Salem Saturday Market. This is why I started going to the Salem Saturday Market, because of this guy, because of these things. Here, let me show you another one. Look at that one. This is pure hate. This was at the Salem Saturday Market last year. I'm gonna add my video there so you see I'm still here. click. All right, there. All right. This guy was there last year, and he held that sign. Of course, he's hiding himself, right? He's wearing a hat and wearing sunglasses. He doesn't really want to identify himself because Nazis need to hide. He can't actually show who he is. He just wants to spread his hate. This guy right here is another reason why I had to go out there. They want to come out there. That's what they want to do. They want to spread their information, their bad information. That's gaslighting, and that's pure hate. That's just hate. And what is fascism? Fascism is hate. So yeah, that guy's a hater for sure. Okay, back to my game here. All right, so these guys were showing up at the market and like unopposed. No one cared. No one did anything. So they're freely just spreading their Nazi information out until I show up and start like holding the line every week. And yeah, I got a lot of flack from a lot of people. A lot of flack. And that's to be expected. My message is clear, and people who are opposed to my message tend to come out when they're challenged. So yeah. So and I'm a challenge. Holding that sign is challenging them. So yeah, they're forced to speak out. So there I was. Okay. But the thing about the Nazis, the hidden Nazis, is that they're hidden. You can't really look at them and tell who they are right away. And even if you talk to them, they have ways of hiding and not making it clear. Not until they've poisoned you. Right? They have to keep it hidden. So it's sort of like a mosquito, how a mosquito will bite you, but as it bites you, it injects an anesthesia, so you don't feel it. And so that way they can feed off of you, and then they fly away, and then after they fly away, the anesthesia wears off, and you're like, ow, it itches. Because, yeah, a mosquito just bit you, dude. So, it's so loud. So, here's another thing going on. YouTube had a really bad problem in that white supremacists were gaming their algorithm so that you could start watching just a regular, boring, like kids program, but if you let it go on autoplay, it would eventually lead you to far right-wing propaganda, hate propaganda. And yeah, they gamed it, and then pedophiles gamed it. They like did the same thing. They linked a whole bunch of basically child nudity on Facebook or on Twitter, not Twitter, on YouTube. They linked it together because they know they worked out how to game the algorithm. So that's one way they did it. Is that, oh, dude, did you guys walk into my house? Seriously, dude, what are you doing? Why'd you come in? I need a better door. Freaking zombies walk in. This dude walks in with his... What are you doing? Alright. So, yeah, that's what's going to be annoying is you going in and out. Sure, I'll leave. I'll hang out in the nether. Yeah, YouTube. The way the Nazis gamed YouTube to show the algorithm to show more of that stuff. On Twitter, Nazis, what they'll do is they'll load up an account that, that's an anti-fascist account, or, someone who's spreading a message anti-Nazi. They'll load up that person's account with bots, like bit by bit, slowly add bots over time. and then and then when they're not ready, or when they're ready, the bots all launch an attack at the same time, and they all mass report a tweet for like breaking the terms of service. And so when that happens, the system is designed to automatically ban the person who's been mass reported. So Nazis know how to game Twitter to disrupt those things. They also flag links for social justice causes. They'll flag them as dangerous content to put up a scary warning to dissuade people from clicking on the link, because they'll say, "Oh, this link has been reported to be a security vulnerability," you know. But it's just a charity link. It's not at all a security vulnerability. But the Nazis know how to game the algorithm. So that's what they did. They gamed it so that they block links helping and promoting social justice, because Nazis are anti-social justice. They're social injustice. Yeah. Okay. So Facebook got hit. Everyone complained, or the Nazis mass complained that they were being censored, unfairly censored by Facebook. So Facebook went totally the other direction and is like, all right, we'll like we'll be okay with fascist content, but we'll censor leftist content or left-wing content. And they like teamed up to make a media censorship bureau or whatever, with the right-wing newspaper as a fact checker. So that's total nonsense. They're full-on propaganda. Facebook's full-on propaganda. But that's how they game the algorithm. They know that if they overstate their case, media will overcompensate so as to not appear biased. So they take advantage of that. They don't operate in good faith. They just game the algorithm to spread their message. Okay, that's all they want to do, is spread their information and make more of themselves, more Nazis. So that comes back. Now that's going to bring me back to the Salem Saturday Market. Okay, so every Saturday I go to the Salem Saturday Market. I do what I do. All right. But it's in a state of tension, because what I'm doing is I'm creating a disruption by, I am taking away from the pleasant shopping environment by being a little bit contentious and displaying a message that provokes and elicits responses. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not entirely in tune with the market, but the market allows me that little space to be in, and so I take it and I use it. Well, the good Germans hang at the market, like they're just trying to make a buck. They don't really care what's going on anywhere else. They're just trying to make a buck. And so what I'm doing is stopping them from making a buck, or making it more difficult for them to make a buck. So they don't want to cause any problems, right? They don't, they don't want any issues. They don't want disruptions. They don't want excitement. They just want to have commerce. And so by me instigating things contrary to their, oh man, I'm gonna go actually in my mind. They shot each other. Then he forgot about me, and I shot him in the head. Ha ha ha. Stay inside. So by me yeah, so like there's tension between me and the vendors. The merchants want to sell stuff, and I want people to wake up and be knocked out of their complacent sleepwalking. Because the number one thing that, well, the thing that Nazis want to do is normalize everything, all their atrocities. They want you to be calm, don't worry, just calm down, relax, right? Be calm, you know, like, oh, we got kids in concentration camps. That's okay, just be calm. That's all right, just relax, be normal. Keep shopping. Don't be disruptive. That's what Nazis want. They want you not to react. They want to do things, and then they want you to not react to what they do, not to express anything, not to do anything. That's exactly what the Nazis want. Like the mosquito that injects anesthesia into you before it bites you and steals your blood. That's what Nazis want. They want you to not do anything as they commit their atrocities, so that when the next atrocity they commit, they elevate it higher. But you've already gone so far. You've already corrupted yourself so much that you just kind of like, it's easier. Every time they make it a new atrocity, it's easier to normalize it because you've already gone so far. That's what they're doing. That's what they want. That's what the Nazis are doing. So by me being out there and shining a big fat spotlight on it, I'm number one, I'm exposing Nazis. And number two, I'm making it much more difficult to maintain the calm, normalizing atmosphere. I'm disrupting the calm, normalized atmosphere. I'm making it not normal. Things are not normal. This guy's a little bit outraged. This guy's a little bit agitated. This guy's acting as if something is wrong. Like, what? Like, why is this guy acting like something's wrong? Like, maybe I should be acting like something's wrong too. So yeah. But people who are acting like something's wrong and who are acting disruptive are not good consumers. They don't consume. They don't spend money on goods because the atmosphere is not pleasant. They're less likely to spend their money. So there's tension between me and the merchants. What happens? Well, the Nazis know how to game the algorithm. They can't outright ban me, but what they can do is use the staff of the market and use the market against me. So what they do, the merchant, and I think it's the soap lady who does it, but I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure because the staff always go and talk to her, the soap lady. But what happens is I hold a sign, and my sign is facing the market. So people walk by me and they say things to me away from the market. So none of the vendors hear what they're saying to me. The vendors only hear what I say in return. So they're only hearing one side of it. But this one vendor just continually reported me for being too loud. When really I wasn't. I was talking to the person. The thing is that the person isn't always in my face. Sometimes the person is like 5-10 feet over there. So it's if they're talking to me and I'm replying to them, we're having a conversation, and we're not in each other's faces, we're farther apart, our voices are going to be louder. All right. But the vendor doesn't hear what they're saying, they only hear what I'm saying. And then the vendor reports me because I'm being loud. And I get abuse, right? I get abuse from these people walking by because my sign, is pretty out there. It says impeach Trump. And they're conditioned to attack me by all the Fox media. The Fox media teaches them to attack me, which is what they do. They personally attack me. They don't talk about my sign. They attack me. And yeah, none of the vendors hear it. So I'm over there, and then I read my poem. I read this poem really loud. Then the staff comes to me and says, "You're not allowed to read from a piece of paper." Oh, okay. Free speech zone. I'm not allowed to read from a piece of paper. Fine. And then, so I didn't, right? I was just standing there. And then a guy walked by, and it was the same deal. He stood right next to the soap vendor and talked to me. And so I replied to him, and he replied to me, and I replied back to him. And the soap vendor got mad and reported me, and they said, "Okay, you're out." I'm like, "Okay." So I stood 10 feet back on the sidewalk, and I started yelling, "Trump is a traitor! Trump is a traitor! Impeach Trump! Trump is a rapist!" I said all this stuff. And then that got the vendors really angry at me because I was being very loud. Now I'm being loud. I wasn't loud before, but now I'm really being loud. So yeah, so they called the police on me. They called the state troopers to come talk to me. Yeah, the state troopers are like, yeah, as long as you don't go in the market, then like you have free speech. But they're like, yeah, but we have concern with your language. You're saying rapist, and there's kids here. You shouldn't say that word with kids. I'm like, what, really? All right, how about if I say sexual assault? They're like, no, you can't say that either. I'm like, what do you mean, not that either? They're like, I gotta say something. It's like it's bureau speak, dude. That's like the nice way of saying it. So like it changed from rapist to sexual assaulter, which I screamed. And yeah, this parent walked by and said, "Oh, my kid's ears! You can't say this with my kids. Trump is a sexual assaulter. You can't say that with my kids. Talk to your kid." Yeah, they called the police. The police came. Not the police, the state troopers. State troopers came. They were very nice. They just wanted me to keep to like not cause any problems, which I wasn't. I was just exercising my right to free speech. So this is an example of how the fascists game an algorithm. The staff can't be out there the whole time watching what happens to see that I'm not really being loud. They can't do it. Like they're trying to work. They're not there to police the free speech zone. They're there to do all the other stuff. So they have to rely on reports. So, and that's all they know. They can't stand there watching. That's all they know is from the reports. So just like how the fascists use Nazi bots to mass report people on Twitter, just like they do the same thing on YouTube, just like all the other things where they game the algorithm, these guys game the algorithm in real life to get me booted off the market. All right, because my message was antithetical to their message, which is be normal. Things are normal. Just shop. Don't worry about anything. But we know that's BS. Things are crazy, and that's why I'm here to wake you up to the fact that they got kids in concentration camps right now. Again. So yeah. Now here's the other thing. Nazis attack the weak and vulnerable. That's part of their deal, right? If they can put children in concentration camps, that's like the weakest and most vulnerable. No one's gonna talk to a kid. A kid's not gonna speak up and say, "Hey, I demand my rights." Like, no, that's why they do it, because kids are very, very weak, and it's easy. And so fascists go for the weak. They start on the weakest. Since I got pushed out of the market, like I'm more exposed. I don't have protection of the market. When I'm in the market, people can't just be as vicious as they want because they're around all these other people who will see them, right? But when I'm on the edges, it's easier to take off the mask and be who you really are. So what happened was I was now on the sidewalk. I wasn't in the market. I was on the sidewalk back here, and I was saying these things, and this made people very upset. And the Nazis, of course, they see that I'm marginalized. I don't have the protection of the market. So the Nazis attacked me. These two older Nazi dudes. I mean, they took off their mask. They would admit, say, "Yeah, I'm a Nazi. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm a Nazi." Like, yeah. One guy did the whole Hail Hitler sign, and I'm like, "Here, let me take a picture." And he he ran away before I could do it. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but these two older Nazis, got in my face and one guy ripped my sign, the back of my sign. They were on either side of me, right? So I couldn't talk to both of them. If I talked to one, I had my back to the other one. and so it was a lot of that stuff. And then the one dude ripped my sign on the back, so I turned around to face him and like, and then the other dude, the other dude picked up my sandwich board and started to twist it. See, I wear a sign here and a sign on my back, and it's held by string. It's a sandwich board, right? But if you twist it, it turns into a noose and starts to choke me. So this Nazi grabbed my sign and started twisting it to make a noose to choke me. And his buddy was behind me to get that side of it. And I'm like, oh, I saw what was happening, so I took my sign off. And he was like, oh, okay, you took your sign off. And I'm like, ah! And I started raising it and screaming even more. And then the Nazi's like, hey, come on, dude, come to my car with me. Come to my car with me, come on. And he was trying to get me to go further away, to be more isolated, right? Nazis want to prey on the weak and isolated. So that's what they were, they saw that I was pushed out of the market, and that shock, they sought to exploit that shock, and so they attacked, and they tried to draw me even further away from the market, from people, so they could inflict more violence. That's what they're trying to do. Because they're Nazis. That's what Nazis do. And of course, I saw what it was, and I'm like, get out of here, Nazis. But yeah, people were a lot more mean and open about their Nazi tendencies. So yeah, I got kicked out of the market, and instead of it making me quiet, I got really, really loud. So the soap lady, I guess, was upset. That's why she kicked me out to begin with, and I didn't go away. So she sent her mom over to me to tell me to go away. I don't get it. Like, see, that's fascism. Fascism wants things to be normal. They want to do these atrocities, and they don't want you to say anything. And by me being there and making a ruckus, I am wrecking their plan. They just want you to shut up and shop. That's all they want. But you know what? We got kids in concentration camps and they're dying. Like, I'm not gonna hang out and be like, oh yeah, things are normal, things are fine. That's why I've been doing this show for so long. Yeah, dude, you know what? You don't have to take my word for it. Like, so many people took a video of me shouting. It's got to be somewhere on social media by now. The Nazis have tons of it because they're the ones who got a kick out of it. Right? Because, they pushed me off. They pushed me out of the market, so they're like, yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah, that's what a Nazi wants to do, is being normal. Don't get inflamed. Don't cause a ruckus. Don't bring attention. If you can't see it, then it's not in front of you. It's not here. It's not real if you can't see it, is what they want. The Nazis are telling me. And if you do see it, just listen to me. Don't believe what you see. Listen to me. Yeah. I had a young kid come up to me and try to tell me that those aren't concentration camps. And I just laughed at him. Get out of here. Those are concentration camps. And anyone trying to normalize it is not your friend. They're on the wrong team. Because yeah, those are concentration camps. There's no denying it. Trump's lawyer argued in court that we're not obligated to give these kids a toothbrush or a place to sleep. And yeah, they want you to be normal with that. Oh yeah, it's normal. Don't worry about it, guys. Nothing to see here. So that's the fight that's the fight that we want to do, right? It takes energy to be outraged. It takes energy to be aware of what's happening. And the fascists want you to be quiet and to go to sleep and just act as if things are normal, because then they can operate. You know, fascists need darkness to operate, and if you shine a light on them, they get real upset. That's why it's so great. My sign is so great, because the fascists out themselves. The fascists will tell you who they are. And I used to think, oh yeah, it's people in information bubbles, in silos and stuff. I don't know. At this point, at some point you have to take personal responsibility. At some point, you can't just blame the propaganda. I mean, I got these old people telling me that Robert Mueller is a liar, and I should listen to Billy Barr. That's how. I mean, yeah, dude, it's on you. Nah, that's on you. Hope Hicks. See now, okay. So the Democrats. Okay, I was very, very angry and upset at Nancy Pelosi because she's not moving fast enough for impeachment. Then I kind of came to, then I started thinking, you know what? It might be that if she impeaches Trump and Pence, she becomes president. So maybe what her deal is that she doesn't want to make it look like that she is stealing the presidency. That's why she won't do anything active to impeach Trump. Maybe. I don't know. But that would explain why the Democrats are being the way they are. The Democrats are going to force the courts to make them do anything, because the Democrats don't want it to make it look like they're trying to steal the presidency away from Trump. They want to make it look like they tried every single thing possible first, and Trump forced them to go to the courts. It's not their choice. It was Trump that forced them to do it. So Hope Hicks was called to testify in a closed hearing. And it was closed hearing, so she wouldn't be in public. But the White House gave her a lawyer from the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice was like a defense attorney for Hope Hicks. It was weird. And this defense attorney objected to every question that Nadler asked Hope Hicks. She couldn't answer hardly anything. And it was awful, because it's just like question after question after question, objection, 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 and then Nadler will ask, well, under what basis are you claiming this objection? Are you claiming under president executive privilege? And they're like, nope, nope, nope. It's like, then what are you doing? And then the lawyer's like, well, I gave you this letter, and this lawyer says that we have absolute immunity. We just don't have to. That's our legal argument. We don't have to. So Nadler's like, all right, I can't argue with you. I mean, you're wrong, but you're not gonna listen to me. I'll let a court tell you you're wrong. But I need to get you on record as being a dumbass. So here we go. and so he asked Hope Hicks these questions, and the lawyer objected to every one of them. Now here it gets better, right? Hope Hicks sat in front of Robert Mueller and gave testimony, and Robert Mueller wrote it down, right, under oath. She gave this testimony under oath to Robert Mueller, and Robert Mueller wrote it down and put it in his report. So so the chairman's like, here, Hope Hicks, read this passage from the Mueller report, and Hope Hicks read, Hope Hicks talked to A, B, and C, and then did D. And then Nadler said, okay, Hope Hicks, did you talk to A? Objection. You just read the passage where you swore under oath that you did. You just read it, and you can't affirm that what you said under oath is true. You can't say you object to that. That's crazy talk. That's fascist talk. That's fascist talk. So, but they can't. The Democrats cannot make it look like they're trying to take the presidency. They have to do every single thing first. before they get there to show, look, we didn't want the presidency, but Donald Trump left us no choice. Donald Trump stopped everything we tried. Everything we did, Donald Trump stopped. So it's not us. It's sorry, Judge. We tried. We really, really, really tried everything. The judge will look at it and be like, yeah, you're right. You did everything. There's nothing I can point you to do something else. So, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe that's when we'll start impeachment hearings. Yeah. So that's Hope Hicks. All right, here in Oregon, we had some craziness go down yesterday. Besides the market, the other thing that happened was the state legislature a while ago is controlled by the Democrats. The governor and the legislature is all controlled by Democrats. So they passed. They were gonna pass legislation for gun control, and the GOP minority party ran away from the state to deny the legislature a quorum, so they couldn't pass those bills. And finally, the Democrats relented, and they said, fine, we won't do it. So the GOP came back. Well, then the Democrats brought up a climate change bill, and again, the GOP ran away. They left the state to deny them a quorum. And the GOP senator, what's his name? I'm going to look up his name because he's a jerk and he deserves to be called out. Who's this GOP senator? Where's this GOP senator? There he is. Brian Boquist. Brian Boquist said he was going to shoot any state troopers that came to arrest him and drag him back to do his job. So yesterday, I guess a mob of terrorists showed up. White terrorists showed up with guns to scare away the state legislators from coming to work on a Saturday, because they didn't want them to, to have a bill or something, or to do any legislation. So there's a bunch of terrorists stopping our legislature from doing their job. They show up to scare them away with their guns. In Oregon, this is happening for real right now. So I think that might be why there's so many Nazis at the market, is because of that protest. But there wasn't a whole lot of people there, I heard. They had some mule that pooped on the steps. That was about it. But things are going down, man. I'm telling you, it's getting bad. I mean, Nazis want you to feel like things are normal. They want you to pretend like nothing's happening. They want you to just be asleep, because when you're asleep, they can easily do what they want to do. They can more easily do what they want to do. Now, let me reiterate the story, right? The big story. Let me tell you how we got here. In the beginning of this country, I mean, I don't want to go too far back, but in the beginning of this country, there was two ruling classes: the capitalists and the plantation owners, ethno-feudalists and the capitalists. The capitalists were more of the liberal ideals of freedom, like for individual man. But at that time, their concept of freedom for man, for individual freedoms, only extended to like really white men, like. But they did not believe in slavery. I mean, I don't know. They didn't even think about it. Anyways, I'm going too far. I'm getting lost in the weeds here. Let me move up first. All right. There was the South and the North. North was industrial. South was agricultural based, slavery. The South fought the North to preserve slavery, the Confederacy, because, well, they wanted to preserve slavery. Their idea is of a hierarchical society, natural order ordained by God that you can't overthrow, and so they're just putting things back in order. And the order is God, white man, white woman, and everyone else. And then everyone else is just like to serve these guys, these people up top. So, which is like antithetical to American ideals. uh, where we're all equal and free. Uh, so we have these two opposite ideas. There was a civil war. The South lost its territory, but it staged a coup. It killed Lincoln, and a Southern apologist took power, named Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson preserved the Southern power structure. Northern troops occupied the South for some years, but they were under constant insurrection attack. They were constantly under attack until the Union forces withdrew. And yeah, the Confederacy never really went away. And so it's been waging a Cold War, trying to take control of the federal government, bit by bit. And so there was like an uneasy truce, I guess. Like it was like bubbling underneath the psyche of America for a long time until it split apart in the Civil Rights Movement, when the Dixiecrats left the Democratic Party and joined the Republican Party, and then the flip happened, when the Republicans became the racist party. Yeah. So pretty much the Republicans are the reincarnation of the Confederacy. Now they operate on white supremacy, but their problem is that for a long time whites were such a big majority of the population that it was easy to get like enough whites to join your side, that you would control that you would win the federal government. But over time, that advantage is shrinking bit by bit. Like over time, the proportion of minority population to the white population is shrinking, it's growing, it's changing, and pretty soon it's going to come to a parity, or reach parity, where there's like equal number of minorities and whites. When that happens, you cannot use white supremacy to gain federal power. So you have to either open up your party to new members or ditch democracy. And the Confederates decided to ditch democracy. They want minority rule because the minority is going to be whites. So they want just them to rule, not anyone else. So they're ditching democracy. That's their whole point. That's their whole plan. And that's what they're doing right now. Everything, all the GOP policies, all Republican policies, limit democracy and concentrate power in the hands of the few. And they use white supremacy to push it. So yeah. So that's where we're at right now. Now the GOP allied with a foreign country, Russia, to overthrow American democracy and install Donald Trump as a Russian asset. And now Donald Trump is selling off the United States government and the United States, selling it off piecemeal to make a buck for him and his elite friends. That way, when the minorities finally take control of America, there'll be nothing left. That's the white supremacy plan. Either if you can't control it, if you can't hold on to it, sell it away, all of it, before you lose control. That's the white supremacists. Climbing a mountain in a rainstorm. What am I doing? Ugh. The snow makes it harder. Ugh. God. Oh, I can't make that jump. Oh, here. I don't have to. Ah ha ha. Ooh, that's a jungle behind me. Is that a jungle? Oh, that's a forest. No. I need a jungle to get... Oh, this is neat. I'm up high. Yay, my little home over there. Look at that. What is that? Oh, it's a giant ravine. Right next to the house. Oh, no, that's not a ravine. That's a lake. Or a river. Okay, I see. There's my home. What do we call this? Alright, Mount Haven Rock. Haven Rock! Mount Haven Rock! Alright. Oh wait, I need to put the date and everything. Mount Haven... skip down one. Ah! Okay, there we go. So that's where we're at right now. Is that the white supremacist Confederacy has resurrected itself, teamed up with all our ancient enemies, the Russians, the Nazis, the KKK, the skinheads, all our ancient enemies, for an assault on America. Yeah, and we have to defend. America is a collection of ideas. And those ideas are worth saving. A virus is coming to try to corrupt those ideas, corrupt your spirit, corrupt your reflection of what is right and wrong, and lull you to sleep so it could use your body to manifest it instead of you manifesting America, the goodness of America, and your own light. It wants to speak for you. Ah! You must not allow it. You must defeat it and resist its call. Alright. That will do it for me for this week. I apologize for the late delay and the sound problems. Try again next time. Yeah, hey guys, I would like some help out there on the market. If I had other people with me to hold a sign, it would be a lot better. Instead of just me by myself. I appreciate everyone saying that they appreciate I'm out there, but why aren't you out there with me? You need to be out there with me. The more the merrier. You can't just ask one person to do it. You need everyone out there. Okay, America. Until next time. Peace. PoGokeRo out.